Opendoor Technologies stock is in a major spot, guys, pressing up against its resistance in this descending channel slash flag that we've been in for a bit of time. Descending after this big movement to the upside, right? Gapping up and continuing, doing around 70% on one single trading day. And since then, guys, we have been tightening up within this channel, looking for a possible break to the upside, which could be the catalyst to a retest at this previous high around that $1087 level. Now, right away, guys, on the weekly, we see that we are in a very obvious flag and pole structure, right? Volatile move up, and we see that flag type of formation slash descending channel. Now we're kind of sitting at the top of that resistance, looking for that break, and then continuing this nice move to the upside, this breakout level movement. And if we rewind a little bit, guys, we haven't seen this type of volatility for a long time, since that IPO range going all the way to 39, correcting, and we see a correction move here, guys. Pretty similar here as far as how far the stock ended up riding. But after that, guys, we do see a steep decline. Price not do all that much for a bit of time, really go to nothing, right? Going to 50 cents on the stock price. Then recently, with all the nice buying pressure and volume, we see 50 cents go to $10 in a very short amount of time. Now, flipping back to the daily, first thing I want to let you guys know is keep in mind we do have earnings for open on November 6th. That is after hours, so after close on November 6th. So you'd be seeing open on Friday be affected from earnings, either positively or negatively. So that's a major fundamental news going into next week. But anyways, guys, we do see from the past after that 50-cent move to the upside, smaller pullback, continuation, stair stepping up, kind of chop it sideways, up, up, up. And we see that gap up. And that's exactly the point, 642, where we did see that bounce. So after that, descending channel, chopping around a bit. So let's try to make their move right here to the downside, get back in the channel. And then boom, guys, we do get that bounce right around that $642 level. So we see stock being reactive from this past top level of this candle, leading to that big gap up. And then after that, guys, obviously we're pressing right up against this resistance. We cannot get that break right here after a couple of days, right? Few days, 1, 2, 3, of trying to break through and find that breakout level move. We do end up finding this ascending support. So we see a shift in price action, as in this entirety of this channel here, we have been seeing a lot of volatile movements, right? Volatile move to the upside, crashing, strong volatile move in around 3 days of stock getting plummeted under this support. Then boom, 1, 2 move right back up, chop a little bit, volatile move to the upside, volatile crash to the downside after finding that resistance once more. And we're kind of playing around here, moving slightly downwards, and that's where we find the bounce. Very nice, beautiful hammer candle. We see a ton of buying pressure here after getting pushed back under that 642 spot. So then buyers buy it right back up, close strongly, right, getting above and holding above that $642 level, that being the top of that gap up candle. And then from there, guys, we see 1, 2, 3 days of price action, finally pressing right up against that resistance. And then, like we saw, couldn't get that break. But instead of getting a volatile crashing move to the downside like we're so used to seeing on stock price, we end up meeting up with this ascending support here. Stock is tightening up within this pattern. We are seeing a shift in price action. We have met up with some support, looking pretty good for a possible squeeze out, guys, as we do see we are quite primed for that possible short squeeze-like effect. Now, if we take a look at the hourly chart, we get a better picture of the most recent price action. After we got that bounce-like effect, we see a sharp move to the upside, and we see price kind of chill out here for a bit. So stock isn't in a rush to get back to the downside. We do see multiple retests trying to break through that zone. We do see a pretty sharp sell-off, which ended up being the good positive sign. So yes, firstly, we were a little bit worried as bears gained back that control, expecting a possible aggressive move to the downside like we're so used to seeing after hitting that resistance. But the bullish sign here is that this ascending support gets set in stone. This possible support here ends up being created. And then we see 1, 2, 3 candles pressing to the top, and instead of crashing back down after another rejection, we hold up very nicely, guys, here, and we do end up getting close to a retest. Not quite. So we're looking like we could be tightening up. Always a possibility, tighten up with this resistance and the support and look for a squeeze-like effect out. Or we could also be seeing the next day of trading, right, playing off of this nice recovery here. Nice move back up to the upside quickly. Could be playing off and getting that break earlier than we expect. So I do like open here, guys. I think that within the next week of price action, we do see this actual spot get broken out of, right? On the daily, we get a better perspective. We do have earnings coming out later next week, so not exactly going to affect the market or the stock, I should say, in the beginning of the week. We are kind of in the clear, looking at technicals mostly. Could be finding that break well before then, which is the most likely case scenario. But then keep in mind, guys, Thursday, if you're holding your position or you're a long-term trader, right, we are going to be getting that earnings report. So just keep that in mind, guys. Short-term traders, not ideal to stay in trades playing earnings on that Friday. But overall, guys, a very promising company. And if earnings get beat well, definitely looking really, really nice to just continue this breakout level move, breaking out of the structure as we probably would have already done. If earnings can go ahead and aid the movement, as technicals definitely look good here, could very well be seeing a retest and break of the structure, getting back to around that 1127, where if we look here, guys, at 11 and rough 1057 was the IPO range. So breaking over that 1127 is a micro resistance, and then the 1057 is the very bottom of this IPO range, right where we IPO'd on price, and that actually turned into a bit of a resistance right here. So makes sense as we have been under the IPO range for a bit of time. So if we do find that short squeeze effect up, that'd be an obvious spot to target, price target being 1057, breaking that and then looking for that $11 breakthrough as well, where we would kind of be in the clear after that breakout. So that's all I got for you guys today. Definitely bullish on open here. We do have a bit of moving parts though. Keep in mind we do have earnings coming out. Fundamentals will play a role, but fundamentals aside, technicals are looking really good here. That being said, guys, let me know your price predictions in the comments below, both short and long term. If you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more open videos just like this one, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. And as always, guys, trade smart. I'll see you all in the next one.